Welcome to the Curly Hair Q&A show. I'm your host, Ken Nickels, and I'm here with Melanie Nickels. She is a Diva-trained and Weedad-trained stylist and the founder of the Raw Hair Organic Salon in beautiful Naples, Florida. It's one of the top curly hair salons in the country, and Melanie is one of the top curl experts anywhere in the world. She is also the founder of the Raw Curls brand of natural and organic curly hair products. And I'm here tonight not only with Melanie, but I'm also here with Murphy Murph. So the whole family's here tonight.
Hey, Murphy Murph.
Hey, Murphy Murph, say hi. You guys, on Instagram can probably see her, but she's a little bit out of the camera, but she's on our desk.
She's being good right now. We'll leave her alone.
Right, we'll leave her alone for now. So this is show number 144, if you've been following along, and also Curl Crap giveaway show number 17. Hooray! We got Curl Crap because we didn't last week, and I think we did the week before, but we didn't last week. So we are a 2019 award-winning podcast, the number 2 hair industry podcast that you must subscribe to. Go and subscribe, please. And last week we got over 17,000 downloads. We're sniffing 18,000 this week. And there are several places you can watch us live streaming or listen to us and all of our past shows. Or listen to us live as we have them archived on our Curly Hair Q&A show YouTube channel and our Curly Hair Q&A podcast channel. You can find us live streaming on YouTube at the Curly Hair Q&A show channel, Instagram at Raw Curls, hi Instagram, on Facebook in the Curly Girl support group, the Diva Curl user support group, the Curly Hair Q&A group, the Raw Curls user support group, the Curly Girl Method product swap group. Boy, that's a lot of Facebook groups, including the Facebook page, the Curly Hair Q&A show Facebook page. You can also watch us live streaming on Twitter at Curly Hair Q&A. You can type that out just like it sounds. And on Periscope, the same, Curly Hair Q&A. Type it all out. Tomorrow morning, all our shows are done live stream like this, and the podcast episode will come out tomorrow morning about 5:30 a.m. Eastern time, and you can find that anywhere you listen to or consume your podcasts, but places such as Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, Podcast Addict, and newly on SoundCloud, which is really, really cool. So there's plenty. Yeah. So there's plenty of places that you can consume us. Also, if you want to listen to our podcast and you have a smart speaker, such as a Google thing or a Alexa thing, I don't know what those things are called. I've got one. That's it. I got one. Amazon Echo. Right?
Is that what it's called?
I'm not hip to all this.
It's like a Google Mini. I don't know.
I don't know what it is. Google Home Mini.
Google Home Mini.
Anyway, we use that thing.
It works.
It works. If you have,
music.
It does play music.
And
it does know some stuff, a lot of stuff it doesn't. And the reason that I tell you that is if you have one of those, if you say to your smart speaker, play the newest episode of the Curly Hair Q&A show podcast, just like that, it'll play.
Really? Did
Yes.
you try it?
Many, many, many times.
And
They say you have to train these things, because they're learning, because they're new, they're new. They're new.
like puppies.
They're like puppies. And I have found
Except
that
they don't pee all over.
No, they don't pee all over. But if you say it just like that, the way I did, it'll play the most recent episode.
Say
Anything
it again.
else?
How do we have to say it?
Say play. You could say this: Alexa, play the newest episode of the Curly Hair Q&A show podcast.
We don't have Alexa. We say,
Okay, good Google. That's what we say.
Oh.
All right. So tonight's show is sponsored by Raw Curls, the natural and organic brand of salon professional quality curly hair products. The number one choice of top curly hair stylists and salons across the USA and Canada, including last week's special guest, Ron Soriano from Moisture Salon in Schenectady, New York. You can find them at rawhairorganics.com. Do we have a picture, Rhett? Okay, he's going to show you guys a picture who are watching on live stream.
Of what? What are
okay, we're cutting Rhett a lot of slack tonight because I gave him a lot to do.
We're
the
in
Raw
Cape Coral.
Curls. Yes, we are in Cape Coral at the beautiful curly hair Q&A show studios.
It's like
Raw
midnight.
Curls. It's like, yes, and there we are. And there's these. Okay, put them out. Good, thank you very much. Anyway, there's the Wavy Swavy Cleanser and Wavy Swavy Conditioner, the organic alternative to things like low poo, no poo, stuff like that. Delight, stuff like that. Whatever. Anyway,
yeah, it's a curly product line for fine and wavy hair.
Like what some people would call 2A, 2B.
Correct.
Like that.
Correct. But now, just for some clarification, I can speak for the Raw Curls line, not for others, but ours, you don't only go by whether your hair is fine, you also have to go by the texture, whether it's dry. So like I just had a lady come into the salon for her first time and she had fine curly hair and not super curly, it was more that wavy, but it was super dry. So then we need to use the regular Raw Curls because she needs more moisture. The Raw Curls product doesn't weigh it down. So you have to kind of look at how dry the hair is as well and factor that into your prescription.
Yeah, and that's great information for any brand. So anyway, you can check that out at rawhairorganics.com. We are also sponsored tonight by the Raw Hair Organic Salon in beautiful Naples, Florida, where we are now hiring licensed stylists and maybe a part-time receptionist, maybe.
Yeah.
Are we?
Oh, full-time.
Oh, and a full-time receptionist. Okay.
Part-time,
anyway,
full-time, whatever time.
We're busy.
Just give me some time.
Right, just give me your time. Trade your time for dollars, and
I'm going to do the Wicked Dolphin thing. I'll pay you with a rum and pizza.
Rum and pizza. Rhett, can you bring that back? I want to read the rest of the ad.
Hey, they got a waiting list. I'm going for it. That sounds like
Yes.
deal for me.
When Melanie's mom was in town, if you watched the show when she was here, they went and did a tour of the Wicked Dolphin Distillery where they make rum, right? Where they make rum in town here. And that's how they pay they bring in employees.
Volunteers.
They call them volunteers, and that's how they label all the bottles and whatever. And because they don't have a lot of money, the trade is if you come and work, we'll give you a bottle of rum and pizza, right?
Yeah, one bottle of rum and pizza. So
we're going to start that.
I'm going to invest in Wicked Dolphin rum.
Yes.
And that's how I'll pay. If that's what people want, I'm all for it.
Right.
Just don't drink at work.
No, not at work. No, no, not at work, please.
You have to clarify.
Yeah, better clarify. Yeah, apparently. Anyway, the Raw Hair Organic Salon, beautiful modern salon in one of the most beautiful cities in the country, and a salon that's known worldwide. Great work environment, excellent compensation and benefits package, and all you have to do is show up and work. Email your resume or cover letter to Melanie at rawhairorganics.com. Is that where you'd like to see resumes?
Yes.
Fill her inbox. I'm telling you, fill her inbox. So anyway, it's a really nice place. We built it. I know it's really nice.
One part-time position's already been filled.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, already been filled. So, all right. And we are also sponsored tonight by RawganX. That's my personal supplement brand that I know a lot of you guys and you listeners and watchers use every day. And it's the same super green juice supplement blend that I used when I was battling stage 3 cancer for what seemed like forever, right?
4 years.
For 4 years. Yeah. And I still use it every day, as does Melanie and Rhett both. Right, Melanie?
Yep.
Right, Rhett?
I never go a day without it.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that was not convincing.
Yeah.
That was not convincing.
If you're watching the live stream, you'll see a picture up, a RawganX picture up, and we'd like to congratulate our RawganX Health race car driver of the beautiful number 89 cars. There's actually 2 of them. It's not, other one's not in the picture. I forgot to give it to you, Rhett. With your great graphics on it. Rhett created the graphics for the other 89 car.
I never
If
saw
you'd
it.
like,
I haven't even seen it.
If you'd like, Rhett, you can find a picture and pull it up. I'll let you. I figured he wouldn't complain about getting that up, so he can show his work. You guys should see this. Anyway, this picture here, if you're watching it, this is our RawganX Health race car driver, Brad J.J. Miller, who at age 50, we're giving him congratulations, at age 50 last weekend placed second at the National Short Track Championships.
Awesome. But what does his age have to do with it?
A lot. It's a huge deal in the sport. Because Brad openly credits, you can see him holding the thing in the picture in the race car trailer there. See it? You can see it in the background. Anyway, he openly credits RawganX for the resurgence in his racing career, where nowadays most of the drivers are half his age or less.
Wow. So that would be like me winning a gymnastics competition?
Yes. Yes. Pretty much.
I'm going to go for it.
Pretty much, yeah. So that's Brad there holding the RawganX thing, and there he is in the
Maybe
89.
they'll have an Old Farts alumni.
They might. But he really has. I got to admit, it's because we brought him. I mean, a lot of these people are people that I've known for decades, and this past winter I went up and met with Brad and had a discussion, and on the and it was basically, I was nudged into doing it from a good mutual friend of both of us. And this mutual friend of us said, hey, Brad's your guy. This thing. And I went up there and met him.
Brad, he's our man.
He's our man. He was 30 pounds overweight. He was about
can do it. Anyone can.
Yes, anyone can. He was he'd tell you that. He was 2 months out from the season starting. We went out there and I met in the shop early on a Sunday morning. We both drove up there and we talked about this. And I'm like, Brad, I got your answer, man. I got it. And he's like, all right, I'm in. And he did. He started taking it. He lost 20 pounds in a matter of a month. And if I remember right, Rhett, it was like the second or third race in, he started winning, right? Yeah, it was like the second or third race in, and I was like,
he's a lifer.
He's a lifer, and he'll tell you that. He's a lifer. His girlfriend's a lifer. Yeah, they're both on. So anyway, yeah, second at the National Short Track Championships this weekend.
Okay.
Big deal for him. So, and as I'm supposed to say, and he is single, ladies.
Oh, God.
Just saying. So anyway, just throwing that out there. Check it out at rawganx.com. Also, we are sponsored tonight by the Raw Curls Academy in beautiful Naples, Florida. If you are a licensed professional stylist, you can sign up for any of the upcoming Raw Curls Academy 2-day hands-on workshops like the one that just ended.
Yeah, sorry.
Last Monday.
Nobody reposted my pictures. I put them in the wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've got a whole board list full of groups. I get confused. So I posted them in the wrong one. And
it wasn't her fault.
Yeah, I was hoping today to get to repost them, but I'll get there.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
So we've got upcoming 2-day workshops coming up, April 26th and 27th, January 26th and 27th, and July 26th and 27th. To sign up, you can contact us at ken@rawhairorganics.com. That's me. Or go to the website, rawcurls.com/academy for details. You can sign up there. We might actually have 2 or 3 more classes to announce. We've been talking about a couple others. We've been just trying to put the deals together. So these classes fill up quick. They're small. We don't take many students. Keep that in mind if you're interested. So, Melanie, you missed last week's show because you were teaching one of those 2-day workshops, training up curl specialists, which there's a huge lack of in this country. So how did it go? Tell us how the class went. How did it go? You brought in models, right?
Yeah.
Some people had never had a curly cut, right? For models.
Oh, yeah. None of them did.
None of them did.
So, yeah, we had a great group again, really wonderful ladies, some very experienced that have taken lots of other classes, and then one that had never had curly training previously. So it was a good mix. And the models were a good mix as well. We just put an ad out on Facebook and get local people to come in, and none of them had had a curly cut before, so they were all very excited, and everyone was super happy. In fact, I got messages after the fact, even from the models, saying how much they enjoyed it and appreciated it. Oh, that one, Susan, she's hi Susan, she's one of our group members. Yeah, remember you met her?
Oh yes, I do remember.
She was so excited.
Yes.
She's like, I feel like I'm meeting celebrities, so she got to actually meet us all in person.
Yeah, she did. It was funny.
Yeah, she was so cute.
I'm
she
looking around like, who?
Yeah, she drove 4 hours to be there, and was just, such a pleasure. And she was really happy with her experience. And so
people like that make it fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. We always have fun. There's always usually one goofball in the group, and there was, but we just
and
had
it wasn't me for a change.
No, it wasn't you. And We even had a little surprise visit from Murphy and Carson. It was just an action pack. We did have one little interesting situation. One of the models didn't show up, so that was disappointing. You know, I always usually have an extra, and then somebody ends up doing 2 haircuts, but this time everybody was confirmed in person the day before, so I really thought we were okay, and it burned me again. So, or it burned me this time because we were a model short. So we were literally at lunchtime I was walking the plaza, trying to find somebody. I did, but they couldn't come at that time. Ken ran over to Sam's Club and
started approaching strange women.
Yeah.
You know, because it's what I do.
And scared them off, of course.
Most of them.
Yeah, because she never showed up either. And so one of the...
Yes, just get away from me. I'll be there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was probably a bad idea.
Stop following me.
But
used car salesman.
So then one of the stylists, her boyfriend, think I was with her, and he saved the day. So he happened to have curly hair, and she's like,
Boy, did he have curly hair.
Yeah, and it was great. He was so much fun. He played the part. He really got into it. And it made a difference. I'll, have to post those pictures again so everybody can see, but it was great. So it worked out really well. Everyone had a good time. They learned a lot, and we just, were, exhausted at the end, but it was a really great class. Everyone did. I was impressed with, I have to say, I was very impressed with everyone's work in this group. They caught on quickly. So it was just really, really good.
Yeah. So 3 more classes coming up. If you are a stylist and you'd like to be trained, or you have a hairstylist that you go to that needs to be trained, check out rawcurls.com/academy, and you can check it out there. And like I said, later on in the year, it looks like we're going to have some more classes, and there's more coming up. The world of curly hair changed forever today, and I can't tell you why or how, but you'll find out soon enough. And that's not hyperbole in the slightest. Just wait and see, and remember this show that I mentioned it. Right? Changed forever. It changed forever today. Anyway, first things first. All right, we're going to go over a couple of things, Melanie, before we get into questions. Because it's important.
Questions.
It's important stuff. First things first. Never forget where you came from, and never forget who helped you from whence you came to where you are today. And Melanie and I were talking today, this morning, and last night. And I personally have 3 people in my life that without them, I would never in a million years have achieved the things that I have in my career. And
always be grateful, and don't burn bridges.
And I am always. And people around me, and people who watch the shows and whatever, and people who know me who are close to me, know that I always, to this day, almost 40 years later, acknowledge those people, don't I? Always. And I'm gonna sort of name the 3 that did in my life. One was a gentleman named John Kafura. When I was in college, he owned a store that I worked for 3 years for. I know a number of you people on this show know who he is, or who watch this show and listen to it. I know you guys know who he is. I know you know his daughter-in-law, Josie, and I know she comes in too. Your father-in-law, absolutely, without him, I would not be where I am today. He was the toughest boss I ever had. He taught me a work ethic like no one else. I couldn't, the work ethic he taught me, I couldn't, and he had 3 heart attacks by the time I met him and was older. And I couldn't carry his work ethic that I learned from him, that was demanded of me, into my adult life. I couldn't, but I learned from him about what hard work will do, and how you are so much stronger than you think you are when other people push you. Without John Kafura, I am nothing. The other 2, a gentleman named Gary and a ex-military guy named Jim, who were the 2 venture capitalists that I work for, absolutely sacrificed, tolerated me, spent a lot of time training me, gave me a lot of information that you'd never learn in school, trusted me. I'm nothing without those 3 people. Absolutely nothing. And I always, to this day, I will never, ever badmouth them. I will always acknowledge them. I know that. That being said.
And I always talk about Malcolm
always
Brown.
talk about Malcolm.
Everybody's heard me talk about Malcolm and how he mentored me. And got me really started in the right direction with my career, a awesome foundation, and, built my skill and confidence level. And it's just, been whirlwind ever since. And I'm forever grateful. He was an awesome teacher. And again,
And tolerated you and gave you his time.
Yeah.
The most valuable asset you have. And Melanie and I were in a meeting this afternoon, and I was driving home by myself, and I was thinking about this today, and about how valuable that is in our lives. Those people, those 4 people right there, and that brings me to this. It was announced this morning that a true hair and beauty industry icon and friend of both Melanie and I for several years has died. His name is Mr. Martin Parsons. He's the undisputed king of the updo. If you aren't in the beauty industry, you might think big deal, right? Mm-hmm. Some guy dies. Well, he was a big deal.
I just can't even believe it.
He was a giant.
He is one of my all-time favorite educators.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
Yeah. And here, I'll just...
He is just the best. I mean, you've even gone to his classes.
I've sat through his classes, and I'm not a hairstylist.
It's so fun. He's so fun and funny and entertaining.
I was telling Red about his skill level is just, my God. So you might be sitting here thinking, blah, 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 big deal, some guy died. Well, let me tell you, if you're a woman and you ever wore an updo, there's a very good chance his influence was in your updo.
Mm-hmm. He's been around forever.
He is the king.
He could do, he would be on stage and whip out 6 updos and
incredible stuff,
10
not like
minutes,
simple stuff. And you'd be like,
and then he designed the dresses, these gowns that they wore and paraded around in. I mean, and he's just so funny and humble. And just, I love Martin Parsons.
That's what I was telling Rat earlier today. I'm like, his humility.
I owe him, my education in updos, because I studied with him a lot, and I love his techniques. And, it's just, he was awesome.
Yeah, he was.
Will be greatly, greatly missed.
Really, really, really missed.
Mm-hmm.
And,
so silly. I love watching him.
Yeah. And Red and I have been looking for it. I can't find it. But some of you who've been following me before we actually had this show, like right before I started it, I filmed an interview remember that? I filmed an interview on my cell phone. I did it as a Facebook Live
in California
it might have been California, but I literally, after a long, long day, and everybody's gone, and I see him walking down the hall and in this big corridor, and it's just, there's nobody, everybody's gone. And I saw him, and he knows who we are because we'd met him many times.
Oh, we had a booth next to him.
We had a booth next to him.
Oh, you might have. We had our booth next to him in California. He wanted to come over to our booth because it was more fun.
Because it was more fun.
But we exchanged products. He gave me a video, and I gave him deodorant.
Because he stunk.
No,
he said he stunk.
He always talks about how he's nervous and sweats on stage, and he doesn't have hair. So what could I give him? We had deodorant.
We gave him deodorant.
Yeah.
We have pictures of it somewhere. But anyway, I've got that interview somewhere. I just have to find it. And if we do, the interview was...
Actually, maybe that interview was in Orlando, after we did, I don't know. We did so many
I
shows,
can't find it, but But the interesting thing is that interview, that's the reason I want to show it to you guys, is I interviewed him about curly hair and updos.
Oh,
that was the interview.
Yeah,
that's
right.
why I scrambled looking for it. I could not. Rhett, do you have that picture? Can you show a picture of who he is? That's not him.
Ooh.
That's not him. That's him. There he is.
Oh, there he
and
is.
That's me.
And he always wears suits.
Yes, and I told him, and he was really...
See, he has no hair. He would not need my product.
He was so humbled when I told him, like the first time I met him. This isn't the first time I met him, but when I first met him, I told him, I said, you know why I wear suits to the hair shows? I said, because you do.
Aw.
And he was really humbled by it. Yeah, sure does. There was a period of time
did I give you that haircut, or did Malcolm?
I don't remember. Anyway, so that's it. And,
that's a cute picture.
Yeah, but like I said, if I can come up with that interview
sad.
so you guys can see. Yeah, it sucks. Anyway, all right, so that's it. Now, on a happy note, I've got some big news. Melanie, I haven't even told you this. This just happened about an hour ago. I have been speaking with Wee Dad Stephen, who you guys probably know as Wee Dad.
I didn't even know her last name. Is that her last name?
Right. She's like Madonna, right?
Yeah, why do you, with a name like that?
Right. So anyway, Wee Dad, the founder of Wee Dad, I'd been talking with her for a while. She's actually friends of ours. And she announced she is going to be visiting the Raw Hair Organic Salon in beautiful Naples, Florida very, very soon.
Wow.
And I should be able to announce the date on next week's show.
Cool.
Yeah, very
Wow.
cool, which is
What's
cool.
she doing?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute.
What are we doing?
Anyway, I should be able to announce the date at next week's show, and she will be at the Raw Hair Organic Salon to talk about and promote her charitable foundation, Curls for a Cure. And of
Breast
course,
cancer.
yes, breast cancer. She had breast cancer. A lot of people don't know that. And of course, she'll be talking curls as well. So most people don't know that Wee Dad really is the one who started the curly hair movement. A lot of people think it's other people. It's not. It was Wee Dad. She is the one who had the first curly hair salon, or curly hair only salon in the country, and it was in New York City in Manhattan. And she is known as the Queen of Curls because of that. And so we'll be having a nice meet and greet kind of thing, probably wine, I'm guessing. And yeah, if I remember, there'll be wine at the Raw Hair Salon. So
Cool.
plan on making a trip if
When is
you're
this?
anywhere in the area. We'll know in a couple of days.
Okay.
She gave us some options,
okay.
and we'll go from there. But it may be your only chance to meet a true industry icon. Can we see the picture? And there she is.
Hey.
She's been a guest of the show, I think, at least once.
Yes.
So-
She and her daughter.
She and her daughter. So anyway, she'll be visiting us. So if you
Very
want to come
cool.
hang out with her, she'll be there. So all right, let's get into some questions. You ready? See, I told you a lot of stuff. Big show, a lot of stuff. That's keeping busy. So all right. Oh boy, 2 back-to-back questions that are Melanie eye roll questions. You ready? You won't roll your mom. In your head, you're gonna roll your eyes. All right, Melanie, is it a good idea to do a unicorn cut at home? If not, why not?
I see. Yeah, no, I wouldn't really suggest that that's a good idea for so many reasons. I mean, first of all, just pulling your hair all up into one direction and cutting it doesn't really work very well. Well, you can just have some mishaps. I don't recommend it because that's why, when we cut hair, we go section by section according to the shape of the head and, different angles and all kinds of things are involved. It's not just like, hey, pull it up and snip. That's what we do when we're donating hair for wigs. We cut like a ponytail off and then we fix it. So, yeah. Not a good idea. It's just not. Well, then you'll be coming to the salon to have it fixed, and you have to have it cut shorter.
So it's kind of the equivalent of, so Melanie, you drive a Volkswagen. It would be like you asking me, Ken, could I race in the Indy 500 in my Volkswagen? And I could say, yeah. Doesn't mean you're going to win. Doesn't mean you're going to look good doing it.
I suppose.
So you could, but it doesn't mean you want to.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, not a good idea.
All right, here's the next eye roll question. Now I was going to totally skip this question tonight, but I realized it's been a long time since we did an Ask Me Anything show.
Oh yeah, it's been a really long time.
And I could, Rhett, this could be kind of like a guitar solo thing. So I could actually go out and walk around for a while, like when you go to a concert and the singer goes and walks around and comes back. Here's the thing, because this could be a long
I
answer.
prefer you just answer the question, if you don't mind.
This is Melanie.
Is this? I never give long answers. I'll be
I mean,
done.
yeah, in the grand scheme of the two of you in that room,
Yeah.
she is definitely least likely to
Yeah, I'm like
answer the question.
straight into the
long.
point, man.
But I think there's going to be a long pause leading up to this answer, so we have to give her that time.
I answered
We
this
have to
question on social media too.
We may
and
have
it
to
was a 2-word answer. So
we may have to take a commercial break. So Melanie, this one is for Melanie. Not hair related, but still fun. What attracted you to Ken?
Oh God, you're right.
I told you. All right, we'll be
Well-
back. We'll be back after this short commercial break.
Actually, he just wants to leave because he doesn't want to hear about it. Yeah. So, but I talk about this all the time. It's interesting because I feel like, we've been, somebody, I don't know if I ever told you this, that somebody called the salon and asked if we were actually married. And I had to admit it. But
Oh.
yeah, so I guess we never really talk about that. We're always here together. But yes, we are married. And she was, and then when I said it was me, she was just like screaming on the other side of the phone. It was so
Oh.
funny. She's like, oh my God, I'm talking to a celebrity. Yeah,
Oh.
it was funny.
Oh, I thought maybe she was trying to see if I was available. No?
Yeah, no, sorry.
Right.
No.
Stop rolling your eyes, Rhett. Anyway,
So,
could happen.
yeah,
Maybe not.
no. So anyway, but I talk about the fact that, we've been together, married 22 years now next week, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, and the very things that attract you to people are, after a while, a lot of times the things that annoy you about the same people. So, yeah. Originally, I would say the things that attracted me to Ken was that he was intelligent and he was a good conversationalist. He was, good at talking, which we all know.
Stop.
But yeah, so now you can all understand what I'm saying, because it's like, oh my God, he never stops talking, never shuts up, And then as far as being intelligent, yes, that's wonderful. But it's like now I'm going, you think you're a know-it-all, you know everything, So
Because I do.
see?
Because I'm very well read. I don't know
Okay.
everything, but I know a lot.
So
I do. It really is. I know a lot just because I read a lot. It's not because I'm like smart. Just regurgitate.
well, you used to have like a ridiculous memory. That he's one of those people that remembers everything he learned. So it's or listened to or heard. It's crazy. I'm not that way.
It's like the equivalent of a photographic memory.
Yeah,
It's weird.
Yeah, kind of. So
It's not so much anymore. That got it straightened out.
Yeah.
I got the chemo brain that kind of leveled it
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Now he's kind of like the rest of us with post-it notes and forget your name kind of thing, and yeah. So, but it certainly wasn't the mullet that attracted me to him.
Oh, Rhett, see, you were wrong.
It wasn't that.
Because that was Rhett's answer.
No.
I thought of it more as like something I can maybe change or I can help fix.
Oh,
And
because
that's
like
what
chicks,
attracted
whenever
you.
chicks look for guys, they look for guys they can
Yeah,
fix.
they can fix.
Oh
So
God,
he's got a
no.
mullet. Maybe I can talk him out of it.
No. I'm not one of those people. I don't want to have to fix things. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, you're enough trouble yourself.
Yeah.
You got enough of your own problems.
That's right. So yeah, no.
Oh.
I'm not one of those women, but that was pretty much it. Just like, well, I mean, I actually thought he was kind of arrogant when I first met him. I was right, but
Up yours. Was not.
but he was actually very polite.
I'm very well mannered.
He is very well mannered. I have to say, like when we went on our first date, and even still, he like opens doors for you and for everybody, and pulls out the chair. And he used to pay for things, but that's kind of changed.
Because she's got the
Come
wallet.
to think of it, that one's gone by
I'm
the
very
wayside too.
I'm very well mannered. That's
Yeah, your mom did something right. So, yeah, that was
those slaps to the back of the head, or they'll get your attention. They'll make you remember.
so. But yeah, it's nice to have someone who, is social. Like when we go to my class reunion, he can go and just talk to people and not have to,
You don't have to babysit me.
No,
You can
no.
take me anywhere, and I can talk to anybody.
Right. Yeah, and we can go out with clients and he can talk about any topic, so that's good, except I have to control him, sometimes with politics and things that he shouldn't talk about. But
Yeah, which I
and
really don't
cut
care
him
about.
off.
But
Remember-
I'm like your mom, because your mom's the same way.
yeah.
So it's not like it was new to you. She's
Maybe
the same
that's
way.
it. Yeah, maybe that's it. But what was I going to say about that? Oh, remember when we went to dinner with that client and her husband, and then afterwards the husband asked when she got her hair done if she and I talked, and I was like, why would he ask that? That's so weird. Well, because Ken talked the entire time. Shocker. And so I didn't say anything. He just was blah, 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 blah. So the husband thought that when she got her hair done that we never talked.
So think of it this way: if you have a choice between a guy that you take that doesn't say anything, that's really uncomfortable and whatever, and can't, or the opposite of me, where put me into an environment like that, and I'm like, hey, great.
Yeah.
You know, I'll find somebody to talk to, and I'll keep myself busy.
He's very clean, you know. He's OCD about washing his hands. The first thing, if you ever go out to dinner with Ken, the first thing he's going to do, walk in the restaurant and go to the bathroom.
And what's the last thing I do before we leave?
Go and wash your hands. He goes and washes hands before and after.
It is true.
Oh, he's,
I do it.
yeah.
I wash.
Oh.
I'm a washer.
So that's about it.
Okay. Well,
That's
there you go.
about
I hope you guys like that. All right. That's it for fun facts. All right. Murphy's being so good.
Don't say anything.
I'm trying not to.
You're whispering.
She's
She
deaf. She
Can,
can't
well,
hear
she
us
can kind of hear. She fakes. I think it's selective hearing like you have.
It could be. All right. Okay. All right. Melanie, a Facebook friend and I, she also has curly silver hair. Hers is long. We feel that curly silver hair requires different handling because it behaves different. Speaking for myself, my silver hair is much finer than it was when it was dark brown or when I colored it, and I had more of it as well. Curly silver hair seems to frizz more and easily. I have never seen a curly silver gal who did not have some frizz. Can you please address this issue here? Do you have a lot of experience with silver hair?
I do, yes. I have lots of clients that come in that have silver curly hair, and a lot of what she said is true. Absolutely. It is a different texture. It's definitely more dry. However, a lot of the ones that I have that are using the Raw Curls products, because they're my clients, their hair is not frizzy. So, you know, it's about getting the right products and getting enough moisture into your hair. That is going to be key, because even my one client, Patty, is the lady who she makes me break rules all the time, you know. So she even had me brush through her curls because hers are very fine.
Oh my.
So yeah, I know. Like, I was actually like freaking out about this, and I can step out of the box a lot, but I thought, oh my God, this is going to be a disaster. It's everything you're not supposed to do, you know, but she convinced me to just try it. And so we washed and styled her hair with a firm gel. And then after it was dry, because her hair is super fine, and when the curls clump together, it looks even more thin because you see all the space in between the curls. So she likes it a little more fluffed. So I just took my wet brush and I just gently brushed through it, and it just spread everything out and fluffed it up a little bit. And we had a video of that, and she shakes her head and it looks amazing. It doesn't even frizz out after that.
Maybe we'll show that next week just for people to see it.
Yeah. So, like she said, a lot of it's true. Probably after, well, she said this lady is saying that her hair has been thinning. You know, color a lot of times can make the hair feel like it's more swollen. It also can make it feel more conditioned and controlled. Like, I know when I need color, my hair feels more rough. And then with the ammonia-free organic color, it feels nice and conditioned, and the cuticle is sealed. So all of those things are true. It can make a difference, definitely. So gray hair can be a little bit more of a challenge, but just finding the right products with enough moisture are going to be the key.
Okay, good. All right. Okay, let's go. Let's move on. We've got a bunch of different questions here. Let's see. Hi, Melanie, Ken, and Rhett. This is a two-part question. What clarifying shampoo would you recommend, and should you always deep condition after clarifying? Thanks.
Yes. So I typically use the Malibu Undo Goo. They have several different clarifying treatments. You know, like they have a specific one for swimmers, but my go-to is the Undo Goo, and that's a really good clarifier. And yes, I do like to do a conditioning treatment or a deep conditioner after, because it is, you know, the goal is to like strip the hair. That's one time where you are wanting to remove, you know, the buildup and things on the hair. So then you have to go and replenish, you know, extra moisture back into the hair. So absolutely.
Okay.
I have some other ones that, you know, I've worked with too now with the hair loss system, the NeuroTrust and everything.
Yeah.
Has a great, you know, what I call a scalp clarification. So I work with that one now too a lot.
The NeuroTrust one? Okay. You want to do a curl crop giveaway?
Sure.
Let's do a Curl Crap giveaway.
Okay.
This is Curl Crap giveaway show number 17, and we've got some good prizes tonight, so we'll do a couple. Rhett, would you like to go over the rules? We have rules.
Sure, why not? The winner must live in the lower 48 states of the United States. Each person may only win once every 60 days. If you win and do not want the product, the only way that you're allowed to get rid of the product is by giving it away. If we see you on social media trying to sell it, we will publicly shame you. And the winner is the first person that I see in the answer it correctly. And if you win, check your messages on Facebook. I will be sending you a direct message with a Google form link to fill it out with all of your information.
Okay, great, wonderful. Thank you very much. All right, let's get started with the first question. That'd be question number 4 on your sheet, Melanie. Go right ahead. Question number 4, and it will be for tonight. The first prize is a coveted Raw Curls starter kit, the 4-pack of organic cleanser, organic anti-frizz conditioner, organic medium hold gel, and the wonderful patented anti-frizz spray. And if you'd like to win this, you have to answer this trivia question.
I can't slide it because someone's paw is holding onto the paper.
Oh, can you see that?
What is a group of frogs known as?
What is a group of frogs known as? Well, if you know that answer, post it for Rhett to see. And
Is it the same for toads?
I don't know. And we'll find out who the winner is in a little bit. All right, let's go on to the next question. All right. Okay, Melanie, this question is about flakes on the scalp. I'm trying to do the curly girl method for my kid, but my kiddo doesn't like it. She's 11 years old going on 20. Aren't they all? What hydration and mousse should I use? We extreme clean once a month. I'm guessing she means clarify. Any suggestions for her 11-year-old daughter going on 20?
So she wants to use what? She wants to know what moisture?
Yeah, like what hydration and mousse should she be using for her? Do you have any
I
suggestions?
don't know her hair type. So that's going to make a difference, the type of...
I saw a picture. I would say she's a 3B, 3C.
Oh, okay. So
Big. It's big.
Okay, all right. So you're definitely going to want to use something, again, products that are moisturizing. So Raw Curls cleanser, conditioner. You can use Diva, probably the Decadence line. I'm trying to think of other lines. I don't know what InnerSense has with that's ultra moisturizing.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
The Weedad line, Anyway,
Yeah,
whatever
I
line.
wish I could think of, because both Weedad and InnerSense both have.
Yeah.
I can't think of what they are.
So
Sorry.
the option that you're going to choose within those lines is going to be the moisturizing product. It sounds like her hair can handle that. And then as far as a mousse, same thing. You want to look for things that are silicone-free, sulfate-free, alcohol-free, very important. I, of course, lean towards organic because it's clean and pure. It doesn't build up on the hair, doesn't have the plastics to be hard and crunchy and get those. That might be something, the gels or the mousse or the creams or whatever they're using could be contributing to the flakes on her scalp. But she said they're doing a clarifier. So maybe in between, I don't know on what's happening in between. And
I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, but I would definitely suggest, moisturizing products without those other ingredients in them.
Okay. Rhett, do we have a winner yet?
We do.
We do have a winner.
We do.
Who is our winner tonight?
Jennifer Schmidt from the Curly Girl Support Group.
Jennifer Schmidt from the Curly Girl Support Group. Congratulations. And she got the correct answer to the question of what is a group of frogs known as? And the answer is, Melanie?
An army.
An army of frogs. Frog army. Is that like the Kiss Army?
Sounds crazy.
Kind of. Right?
I hope they're not the... Well, those are toads. That's why I asked the buffa toads.
Yeah.
Ugh, they're poisonous.
They're poisonous.
Gross.
They'll kill dogs, they say.
Instantly. They just lick them and that's it.
Don't kiss a frog. All right. Well, congratulations. Okay, Melanie, here's a good one. All right. Let me get a mark here. All right, Melanie, I need help.
We know.
Me too.
Oh, I thought you were
Oh,
saying.
no, I could be. I need help on how to talk to my hairstylist. She's not quote unquote curly hair trained. However, she is very knowledgeable in the hair industry. She does lots of hair for TV ads, etc., etc. The last time she cut my hair, she, for lack of a better term, shredded my hair on the ends, so now they are thinner on the ends and my curls don't form as well. Any help with this is appreciated. Thank you. How do I talk to my stylist who's not curly trained? Well, I'll throw out one thing before Melanie answers. Tell her about the Raw Curls Academy.
Yeah.
Tell her to go to rawcurls.com/academy and check it out. Melanie, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, and there's definitely, more to that, because you can suggest, not only is she going to get training on doing curly hair, but that will give her like a niche market where she can be set apart and, even add to her career, and I don't know if she wants to be busier, but anyway, everyone who's doing curly hair is really growing in the industry because there's not enough of us. And so, it's definitely something good to get involved with. So what should you say? Well, I guess I would recommend just suggesting that she, I have people telling me how to cut their hair all the time. I don't think it's a good idea to start telling them what tools to use and all that, but it sounds like you may have to. I don't know if she used a razor because she said shredded.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Thinning shears, maybe.
I would just say, you could just talk to her open and honestly and say, look, I don't know if you ever heard there's specialty curling cutting techniques. Maybe you could check out this, these systems and see, if you would be interested in getting more education or whatever. But in the meantime, I've learned that it's not best to use a razor on my hair, or just say, please don't cut my hair with a razor because the ends are already, rough. A lot of curly hair already looks like it has split ends. So just tell her you prefer that she would not do that and cut your hair with the scissors or just do a blunt cut. A stylist shouldn't be upset with that. It's like, okay, whatever,
But they are, and
Yeah.
I tell you, it happens. I'm, as most of you know, I'm in a lot of these curly hair groups on Facebook, and a lot of these hairstylists.
They don't like to be told
Oh,
anything.
they do not like to be told anything. There's a very well-known stylist in the state of Florida who I saw in one of our curly hair groups, who I know for a fact is not curly hair trained at all, but she's a very well-known stylist, and I saw her get in an argument in one of our groups, our big group, with a couple of women, and she was all caps and exclamation points. I know how to cut curly hair, and I know her, and I've followed her stuff. She doesn't.
Okay.
But you can't tell her,
So,
and that's a lot of stylists.
In a nice way, you could just say, do you mind, just be really sweet and say, would you mind just trying to cut my hair, with a blunt, shear this time and, see, if that works out better or, whatever. Just say nicely, can you please, just suggest it.
So it all depends on the individual. Some are going to take that and want to learn, and others are going to take that as criticism and get defensive. It's going to be one or the other, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Good luck. Wish we had a better answer. Well, that is a good answer.
Yeah.
It's just not the ideal answer, but it is,
I mean, there's really no other way to go about it. You just have to suggest, as it's your hair. Just.
Yeah. Yeah, it's your hair.
I mean, you don't have to be rude or bossy about it, but just ask nicely and maybe she'll, see the difference.
Maybe. All right, let's do another Curl Crap giveaway quick here. We're going to do a quick one so we can rattle off some more questions and get Melanie on her way out of here.
Yeah.
And Murphy.
We didn't talk about, but, also you can suggest that, it sounds like, I don't know if she's just doing a regular haircut, but, you can also suggest, because this would totally make sense to a stylist, ask her if she could cut your hair dry. Because even if she doesn't know how to do the curly technique, just cutting it dry, if you tell her, what do you think about trying to cut my hair dry? Because, you can see exactly where the curl lies. Because every hairdresser can understand that, the curly hair lies differently than straight hair, and it should make sense to them. And maybe, she would enjoy it and want to learn more.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's do another Curl Crap giveaway.
Okay.
This one will be question number 5, Melanie. And this, whoever answers this question first and accurately, will win one of the coveted, look at this, you can't see this on podcast, but it's one of the No You Cannot Touch My Hair Raw Curls t-shirts. So now here's the thing. If you win this, tell Rhett your size when he asks for your address and everything. And here's the thing. I might have your size, I might not. If I don't have your size, I might send you something. If I don't, then you might not get anything. But I'm going to try. But don't get lippy. Don't send me those nasty emails. I'm telling you up front, I might have your size, I might not. I don't know what you're wearing, and I don't know what I have in stock. But if I have it, I'll give you this. So.
Ken, I just added an option to select your shirt size
Okay,
to
great.
the form.
There you
So
go.
it's not a required thing. Only if you win a shirt specifically, please use that option. But if not, don't put anything in there. It's not required, so you don't have to do that. But
There you go.
yeah,
Thank you.
it goes up to 2X, and that's it. So
There you
that's
go.
all we have.
That's all, if we have them, yeah.
Yeah, if we have
I
them.
gotta look.
That's the biggest size we probably would have.
Would
I
be
think
2X, you're right.
We need some shirts at the salon too.
I've got
and
them
you
on
might
order.
be like me. I mean,
I'm on order.
you like something to bigger. I don't like t-shirts that are small because
Yeah.
I usually just sleep in them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because you don't wear t-shirts.
No.
All right. Well, you have
We
to.
asked that question already, though. I hope you know.
The last one?
Yeah, we did the last time. Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Let's go to number 6 then. All right. That's on the next page, Miss Melanie.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot I needed to answer this person on my phone. Okay, so this question is, in which U.S. state is John F. Kennedy buried?
There you go. Whoever answers that question, in which U.S. state is John F. Kennedy buried, you will win, hopefully, maybe, one of these coveted No You Cannot Touch My Hair t-shirts. So, all right. Okay. Melanie, this question is about Olaplex number 3. Olaplex number 3, is it only used for bleached or color treated hair, or does it help anyone's hair that may be breaking?
Yeah, it helps anyone's hair.
Helps anyone's hair.
Yep, absolutely.
What do you know about it? For those who don't know what Olaplex number 3 is, what can you tell us about it?
Well, I was just talking about this with, I think it was that new client that came in as well. So it's a conditioning treatment that goes along with the Olaplex treatments that are used in the salon. There's 1 and 2 that are usually used, in either hair color or highlighting or chemical services, different things. They can be used as an actual treatment. And then the number 3 is a take home for the client to continue the conditioning at home.
Okay. All right. Hopefully that helps.
And we have a winner.
We have a winner. Tell us
Yay.
who our winner is.
Our winner is Jessica Burkhart from the Curly Hair Q&A. We're only pro stylist answer your curly hair questions group.
Ooh, that's a very good group.
And
If
I
you-
said
if you
it
have
correctly
questions.
without looking at it. That's
That's like me on
I
Fridays,
know.
right, Rhett?
I'm very surprised at
Welcome
myself for
to
saying
the
that correctly.
RawganX private whatever.
Yeah, I'm very proud of myself that I said that right.
You should be. That's very good. So what was the correct answer to the where John F. Kennedy is buried?
Virginia.
Virginia. Aha. I actually had to think about that when I got the question because I had to think, I'm like, well, he's a president. He's got to be buried at Arlington, which would be in D.C. But Arlington National Cemetery is not in D.C. It's across the Potomac River in Virginia.
Arlington, Virginia.
Arlington, Virginia. That's why it's called Arlington.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So congratulations are in order to who? Jessica. So congratulations. I hope you're extra large or hope.
Oh my God.
I'm not sure. Literally the box is just full of shirts. I just glance at it, I'm like, well, I'm not going to look at them all. I'm just going to guess. All right. So, all right. You want to do one more question and then
Yeah.
let's do one more and we'll wrap it up because Melanie was a little bit late tonight. We've had a really busy day.
Whew,
So
I'm lucky that I
cut her
made it here.
slack.
Showed up sweaty and my hair, I was unloading a car in the rain and just, it was crazy. So this is it. Yeah. But I made it. I still made it.
Yeah. Okay. I've got 3 questions left. One is about frizz, and 2 of them are about clumping. You want to talk about clumping? Should we do that question? Or one of those 2? All right. Hi, Melanie. I have a question about clumping. I don't normally have issues getting my hair to make nice big clumps, but I do have issues getting those clumps to curl as much as my hair does when my hair has smaller, more stringy clumps. Do you have any advice for getting the clumps to curl more?
I'm just trying to picture that in my head. That's interesting. Because most people feel like the clumps are curled more. So again, I always go back to product application. So making sure that you're applying the product from root to end on wet hair. And then, maybe, I don't know if she's scrunching or not, maybe she needs to scrunch. And I like to do that with the head flipped over. The rake and shake method is very helpful when you're applying the gel or you're styling products to help set up the curl right from the beginning of application. And then, like I said, we flip the head over and give it a scrunch. And then what really seems to set and lock that curl is when then we use now the flour sack towel and just give it that extra squeeze to remove any excess moisture, well, I should say water, and then set and lock that curl. So I find that doing that really gives you a nice curl formation. So all those steps together, but then making sure that you finish with that, the towel. You can use a t-shirt, microfiber towel, paper towel, or the flour sack towel. Those are what we recommend.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, there you go. All right, let's wrap this thing up. You got anything else you want to close with tonight or no?
Oh my gosh, no. I don't think so.
Yeah. It's busy last
yeah.
few days, lots of stuff going on in the curly world, and
feels like so late. I'm a night person anyway, but oh my gosh, with it getting dark so early, I feel like it's midnight.
10 after 5, it's dark.
I'm still trying to adjust. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I know. I wish there was a way to train dogs to understand what.
Yeah, she thinks we're starving her. I feel so bad.
Yeah, she thinks we're starving her on purpose.
I know, and she's looking like, hey, you forgot that I'm supposed to be fed.
Yeah, exactly. So
literally scratch at you.
Right. So, all right. Well, thanks for hanging out here tonight. Make sure you check out our sponsors, Raw Curls, RawganX, RawganX.com. Oh, let's take a look at that before we wrap it up.
Congratulations to all.
Isn't that a great picture?
Oh yeah, that's a cool picture.
See the logo? Rec created the artwork on the side.
Oh, there on the side. Okay, on the bottom by the front tire.
There's another picture of Brad J.J.
I was
Miller.
looking for green. That's why I was like.
Isn't that a cool picture, you guys? And that's a real picture, right, Rhett?
Wow, with the mud slinging everywhere. That is pretty cool. Oh.
His mom took that picture.
Yeah, because I'm like, it looks pretty close. I don't know about that. Yeah.
Yeah. She's a pretty accomplished photographer. Hey, Rhett, you've seen her pictures.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
she's really good. She's given us a lot of cool stuff to work with, and gotten a chance to do some really cool ad stuff with his images.
Yeah.
Is that Greg's towing on the back?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
and on the other side, his
Rocky
his
Rococo. God, man, I haven't heard of that.
I know
forever.
Rocky Rococo's
that
pizza.
Used to be like the place for the deep dish pizza.
I'm glad that when he laid out all the graphics that he didn't put like Rocky Rococo's right above Rocky.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that would be funny.
But anyway, so yeah, cool picture, and congratulations again to go out to Brad J.J. Miller,
and congratulations to all my girls who went through the class, and
every one of them. Congratulations.
They did a great job and got a certificate of completion, and they're ready to go and apply what they learned, and they're more skilled at cutting curly hair.
They
so
sure
that's
are.
awesome.
Sure we'll be seeing them again soon. So, all right, so we'll see you guys again next week, Monday. We might have a guest interview. I have not heard back yet. I reached out. I've had some other people help reach out. It'll be really interesting if this person reaches out back to me, because it's a very current topic going on in the world of curl. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. Next week Monday is going to be a busy one for me, because I've got
you're driving
6 or 7 hour drive.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I wasn't on last week with Ron.
Yeah.
I tried. But
Thanks, Ron, right? Thanks for stepping in and filling the hot seat for us. So, all right. So we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us, and take care. Have a great curl week.
bye.